Hey gang, RV Jerry here. I'm going to change the motor on my SlideOut, and I'm using one motor that I found on Amazon that's for $150 and not $1,400. This is for the SlideOut on the Bounder. It's a 2003 Bounder. It has a 2002 Freight-Line chassis under it. So here's the motor. This is it. It's big and it's heavy. I've got 4 mounting bolts, and then I have these that go into the tubes underneath there. I'll get under there and show that to you. So I'm gonna get all set up. Get the motorhome all set up. I can slide under this without using jacks, but it's nice to have it up a little bit more than my tummy. So I will use my jacks on the RV to get it up, and I'll make sure my airbags are full and it won't squash me. There's a big cavern under there when you put the SlideOut out, so you'll see that. Let me get this started. Make sure the airbags are full, and get this jacked up a little bit, and then I'll be back. You can see there I've got lots of room here to crawl under it. I got about an arm's length there. Yeah, if it came back down to this level, it wouldn't squash me, but I like to use my jacks to get it up just a couple inches higher. Okay, there we go. That's all I need to get under there. That's a little bit more than what I had a while ago. Now I have to crawl under that big cavern under there, so get on the other side and get my tools and do that. Okay, I got a little room in here. I'm gonna crawl under here. Bunch of tools, WD-40. Like I said, you got lots of room in here. Showing the tank. Let's see, I need to go up. Turn this a little bit. Well, that's the motor. I see one thing I forgot was my wire cutters. So these are the bolts that I've got to take off. Got a clear picture of that. There you go. And it looks like this tube slips in right here. Yeah, it just feels like a slip thing there. So I'm going to put some WD-40 on that. And I have to go back out and get my wires, cutters. So. Okay, I hope I'm in the picture there. I can see that this motor has been replaced because this bar is been pushed back at one time. WD-40 on those. Okay, I hope you can see that. The bolts on here, crazy, it's got a 9/16 9/16 nut and a 7/16 bolt here. This is one I'm taking off here. It's a 9/16 on the back side, the nut side, and the bolt is a 7/16. Crazy. Okay, I got the nuts off the back side, and these bolts did come loose. Ah. Well, let's see if I can get this in the camera. There you go. Bolts come loose, come out, and this slided. Well, that slid pretty easy. Okay, got the other side off, and guess it slid really easy too. Okay, I guess we can cut these wires. I'm going to leave the red and the black colors on so I won't get messed up. And I have them I will have them long enough so I can put a couple more things in here. Okay, the black goes to red. Go. We'll take this motor off. Got it. Actually, the new one feels heavier than this. Not so sure this was the original. I see another plate here welded on. I don't know if that's factory. Somebody might be able to tell me that's factory or what. They welded another plate on. You can see it's actually it's not welded on, it's just bolted on with these two bolts. Made it a little stronger. Whoops, sorry. Okay, I'm gonna go get the new one. Okay, I've got the new one out. I'm comparing it to the other one. It looks like the right one. This is a little longer. They could get more wiring in that motor. I guess that could make it a little stronger. It says it's a clutch. I'm not sure what for, but I guess if you wind it too tight, it'll clutch itself out. Okay, let me get this back up here. I can only hope you're in the picture there because I'm maybe a shot from this side would be better. Let's see. Try that. Okay, we got our 4 bolts. pick this up, put it back in. And one that looked a little crooked, but it's okay. And I forgot to turn the air on. Okay, that is aluminum, so don't want to torque those bolts up too tight. Looks like I just had enough air to complete that. So how are we doing? Let's see. Got our all four bolts together. That second plate, for whatever reason they put it in there. I'm guessing the first one, the welds were a little weak. They had to do a little welding. That's a real crummy weld. Some kind of I-beam holding the floor up. Here's the big frame. So let me connect those two things. Get my bolts back in there. Let's see if they fit. Now, I think that's amazing that lined up. And it went all the way through. One also all the way through. Cool. Big 9/16. Those bolts have got shoulders on them, so they must be an extra strong. Okay. I'm replacing these because it kind of scared me when it gets putting it in. Ain't that 7/16? Here it is. Okay, those are just 1/4 inch bolts, so don't torque them up too much. The nut may be a 9/16, but that bolt itself is just 1/4 inch. That's it. That is in. Got to connect these two wires. And I've got some, I've got two of these. They're waterproof. They didn't use waterproof ones. This stuff is kind of rusted, but I guess it's okay. Okay, I'm going to get these two wires connected, tie on it, hold this back up here, and then we'll be ready to test it. Okay, I'm back, and you just seen it go out and in, back out again. So you've seen it before me. I'm going to tie this up, and I brought a heat gun to put some heat on those shrink wrap connections. Okay, let's do the heat first. Okay, we got that done. Let's strap these things up. There we go. Now let's do one more. Say for good measure. Okay, there we go. We got the good motor in. The new motor in. Okay, this was the $150 one, not the $1,400 one. From Amazon. Let's see how long it works. Good water tight connections. These bolts are tight. Okay, I guess we're ready to close it up. You might be wondering why I used a heat gun instead of a flame under here. Wow, there's the propane tank. A little bit scared of using a propane flame close to a propane tank. So this is RVJ, and you can see there's lots of room under here. So it's not, the compartments slide out, so you got all this room. They could slide the compartments in, let them be built in. But this is heavy duty. This is heavy duty, holding this these things up, and the slide out. So it might grunt a little bit going out, coming in, but at least it's a new one. Okay, let's go inside and see it in action. Okay, I'm inside now. I do have to have the ignition on, so I'm going to turn the ignition on. Let's see, we see pretty good. Okay. Anyway, my controls are up here. So we'll do the in. And this is where it strains the most. Let's see how it does. And for mine to come to a stop, I watch the top there. And that's it. Good deal. We have lots of room to walk in our motorhome when we are going down the road. Of course, I don't walk since I'm the driver. Okay, this is RV Jerry, and I hope that helps someone if they're trying to make a decision whether or not the $150 motor off of Amazon will work, or if they're going to have to get the $1,400 from that other trailer place. The $150 one works really good. Actually, really good. So, thanks for watching. I hope this helps someone. Thanks.